This is the 20 dumbest things in Lego Fortnite, starting with the biggest scam in the entire game. No doubt you're already familiar with Lego Fortnite's Lego kits that are sold in the item shop because they were extremely controversial due to the price. Well, things go even deeper because the Beach Boulevard set has an item that takes ridiculous to the next level. I am specifically talking about the Beachy Blue Shower. If you decide that you want to get this decor item, you're gonna have to shell out a pretty significant number of V-Bucks in order to get your hands on it. All of these V-Bucks thrown down the drain, and we haven't even got to the dumbest part yet. This is a Lego shower, ladies and gentlemen, that doesn't even work. No water, no animation, nothing. We've got toilets that flush, we've got bathtubs full of water, but this thing just sits there and can't even stop your Lego Fortnite skins from stinking up the place. That's only the beginning though, because we now need to talk about the most pointless item in the whole of Lego Fortnite, the spyglass. Genuine question, who in the hell is actually crafting this thing? You essentially just waste a load of resources to see about 10 meters in front of your face. I would say this thing is more useful with you just throwing it on the ground as a decor item. Because in terms of seeing into the distance, I have never seen anything more useless. I might not have seen anything more useless, but I can guarantee you I have seen something look more ridiculous. Because some of the Lego versions of Fortnite skins that we've got in the game are absolutely tragic. With one of the most insane being Atlantean Fish Stick. Take a look at this. This is Atlantean Fish Stick in Battle Royale in all his glory, looking absolutely fantastic. And here is the Lego version that we've got. I would go as far as to say this is genuinely painful to look at, and I'm sorry, but I need to step away for a second because I've just thrown up in my mouth. It's probably important to point out though that technically this is just a placeholder version of this skin and it will be improved massively in the future. And quite frankly, that can't come quick enough because this version is atrocious. But maybe not quite as annoying as Lego Fortnite literally mocking us to our faces. The vast majority of players would probably admit that there is quite a lot of features that players really think are missing from the game. And that's not helped when certain decor items just make us feel even worse about it. There is a genuine mailbox decor item in Lego Fortnite with no way to send or receive letters. I don't know if this was put in the game to intentionally annoy players, but it's starting to feel like it's a little bit personal. Who knows though, maybe it's a tease for that feature to arrive in the future, well, fingers crossed anyway. We've got to move on to talk about Lego Fortnite food though, because some of these items just aren't right. They gave us spicy peppers, but they don't even work like Battle Royale. They don't even give you the ability to sprint faster. Getting across your survival world can be an absolute nightmare, particularly with the brand new vehicles when all they do is fall over. So the ability to sprint even faster using some kind of food would be really useful. So of course, that was never going to be added into the game, was it? And the exact same thing goes for Slap Juice. Why did they take this really useful item from Battle Royale, bring it into Lego Fortnite and make it 100 times worse? This item is famous for giving you unlimited sprint. You can literally leg it all the way across the map and you'll never slow down. But not for Lego Fortnite, of course not, no. Just a slight change in your stamina. What a complete slap in the face. After all that running though, you're probably going to need a lie down, so why don't we move on to talk about beds? First off, it is 100% dumb that these do absolutely nothing. Apart from acting as a spawn point, which you could realistically do with absolutely anything in Lego Fortnite, they provide nothing for the player. And furthermore, if I go out of my way to build a better bed, what exactly am I going to get out of that apart from a slightly different design? It doesn't do anything. It just sits there in the corner of the room looking pretty. I'm sorry, but if I'm going to go out of my way to build a bed that's looking pretty impressive, I'm going to need it to do something special for me, and the fact that they don't is so dumb. And I'm sorry, but we've got to fly back over again to the decor items because I've got a bone to pick with the Lego Fortnite devs. You are in fact able to build a dishwasher and a dryer in Lego Fortnite. And I don't know about you guys, but based on real life, these things are usually made out of a combination of plastic and metal. So you would automatically assume that when you come to build them in Lego Fortnite, you're going to be using iron, maybe even some copper. But no, of course, that's definitely not the case. Because if you want to build these lovely looking items in the game, you are going to have to use marble slabs. And I hate to be the one to say it, but I have never seen a dishwasher in my entire life that is made of marble. Can you imagine how heavy that would be? I don't know about you, but I'm starting to think the Lego Fortnite devs still get their mum to wash their clothes for them because they haven't got a clue with this one. But let's take things in a slightly different direction because it's now time to talk about one of the most annoying things in Lego Fortnite. Lightning storms, people, lightning storms. But I'm not necessarily talking about the weather specifically, I'm more referring to the villagers' reaction to it. The lightning causes them to absolutely lose their minds. They run around like headless chickens going absolutely mad. Calm down a little bit, alright? It's not that bad. Having to watch them do that is bad enough, but the fact that it actually stops you collecting resources from them is insane. I'm going up to a villager hoping to collect whatever resources they've managed to get for me, and all they end up doing is screaming in my face. I appreciate that you might be a little bit scared by it, but at the end of the day, mate, I've paid you to do a job. I want results. As for results though, that is something that you are definitely not going to get if you constantly go back to the same caves. An important question, why exactly do resources not respawn in these things? I'm not talking about every 5 minutes, but surely over a long period of time they should reappear in the cave so I can harvest them again. Lego Fortnite's got me out here scraping round in the dirt for any last piece of bright core that I can find. It's so dumb, I can't believe they didn't just add this as a normal feature. Something that they did add though that's completely pointless is the reflection charm. Charms are absolutely brilliant, they're a great addition to the game and can really help you out when you're in a tough spot. But that sentence definitely does not apply to the reflection charm because it's a complete shambles. First off, the idea of this is specifically based on you taking damage, so in order for this to do anything, you have to purposely get hit by enemies. And even if you actually decide to do that, which would already be mad, the amount of damage it deals to them is pathetic. I genuinely feel like a light gust of wind would be more effective at this point. Another thing that is definitely not effective is the ability to sit in chairs. This didn't even exist when Lego Fortnite first launched, the devs actually added it in later. We all jumped back into the game with anticipation, wondering what was going to happen when I sat down in a chair. Is it going to heal me? How exactly is this going to work? And then I plonk myself down in one and find that it does absolutely nothing and I'm just sat there looking at a wall. It doesn't pass the time, it does absolutely nothing. I'm at the point now where I'm starting to think that they're adding things like this in the game just to wind us up. I've just had a thought after talking about passing the time. Why do we have no way to skip night in the game? I feel like I really do speak for everyone when I say we hate the night time in Lego Fortnite, it's annoying. The only positive to it now is that you can farm up bones from skeletons in order to create biomass. But outside of that, who wants to spend their time in the dark? This should be the whole point of the bed in Lego Fortnite. You should be able to lie down and skip the night pretty much immediately. But no, let's all just wander around not being able to see 5 feet in front of our faces. But that's absolutely nothing compared to some of the dumbest vehicles in video game history. I absolutely love the Mechanical Mayhem update, don't get me wrong, but it really did feel like maybe the devs didn't test it enough. It seems physically impossible to keep a vehicle upright for more than about 6 seconds, and the durability on these things is absolutely laughable. You can't even drive over a twig without your vehicle breaking in half. The fact that they drop these into people's survival worlds without an actual flip feature like we have in Battle Royale is kind of crazy. Don't get me wrong, an absolutely fantastic update, but some really dumb choices with this one. But something that might be even more stupid than that is how expensive it is to make one power cell. 50 biomass in order to create a power cell. Have you lost your minds? I mean, I know the inflation out there in the real world in terms of prices has gone absolutely through the roof, but I don't think you had to do the same with Lego Fortnite. You add vehicles into the game and then want me to spend 2 years creating a power cell in order to drive them. I don't think so. But even that's not as ridiculous as the fact that for some reason I can't make cheese in Lego Fortnite. Why does this heel exist in the world for me to be able to pick up, but for some reason I just can't make it? I don't really get the logic. You will allow me to cook a pizza that literally has cheese on top of it, but you won't allow me to make my own cheese. That's wild. The only healing item in the whole of Lego Fortnite that you can find but not make. Oh, give me a break. I'll tell you what though, my villagers definitely aren't getting a break because they need to be doing some serious work. You can get them on so many different jobs to make really good resources for you, but in my opinion, it is so dumb that I have absolutely no way to get them to smelt iron bars for me or collect ruby and sapphire. For some reason, these guys have just decided, no, I'm not doing that, I refuse, I'm going on strike. The most they'll do is get copper bars for you or maybe collect some amber. But quite frankly, that is just not good enough, and at this point, I don't really know who to blame, the Lego Fortnite devs or the villagers themselves. One thing that we can definitely blame the devs for though is the complete lack of an infinite grappler. Why does this thing have 30 charges when you've got to use genuinely quite rare resources to create it? The glider is 100% infinite. You can jump off as many cliffs as you like and float forever. But we can't do that with the grappler. No, that would be far too much fun, and that's something that's definitely not allowed in Lego Fortnite. We're at the point now where players are constantly trying to find different glitches and exploits in order to refresh the charges on their grappler, and it just leaves you thinking, why have the devs not made this a permanent feature? And while you're there, is there any chance that you could maybe buff llamas and supply drops? It used to be a thing of beauty in Battle Royale when you found a llama because you'd be really excited to get all of the loot inside. But as Lego Fortnite players, we all know that we just really don't care about them. We do have the added advantage of having silver and gold llamas in Lego Fortnite now as well, and the loot in those of course is better than the normal ones, but it's still not exactly the rarest resources in the game. I don't smash one of these open and suddenly find some iron bars, so truthfully I'm probably not even going to go out of my way to get one. The fact that they're not filled with pretty much all of the rarest resources in the game is so dumb to me. But even that is not as stupid and not as ridiculous as the prices of Lego kits. Fortnite received a ton of backlash for releasing these in the item shop, partly because of the fact that they were selling builds for money, but secondly because of the ridiculously high prices. The exact same thing happened with Rocket Racing and Fortnite Festival when they dropped cars and instruments. The difference is though, with those they actually listened to the community feedback when players told them, hold on a minute, that's way too expensive, we're not paying it. But in terms of Lego kits, absolutely nothing. No reduction in prices, no response to community feedback. You pretty much have to take out a loan from the bank to be able to afford these things. And with absolutely no changes in sight right now, you've got to agree that this is pretty dumb. And there we have it then people, that was the 20 dumbest things in Lego Fortnite. Keep in mind that this video was just a little bit of a joke and actually not supposed to be that serious, and generally I do think that the Lego Fortnite devs do an extremely good job. And that is everything that I've got for you here today in this video. I guess I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace out.